Peace, family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to talk about, just because of the season we going into, which is kind of fall, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to speak spiritually on the energy shift that happens around this time of year. Because we have several things that's happening in the invisible world, the metaphysical world, you know what I'm saying? So when we are branching and switching and changing directions from summer into fall before we go to winter, fall is the only season that's really celebrated. You know, it's a lot of fall festivities that happen around that time. And the more research and learning and digging I've been doing, it's all kind of starting to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So to start on a more basic scale, trees. You know what I'm saying? What we call trees, bushes, leaves, all this green life out here. Around that time of the year is usually when the trees, which I believe give off energy, not oxygen, which I believe they're shedding. The trees are shedding their leaves. So when those leaves go, it's basically shedding energy. If you get what I'm saying, it's kind of like when a snake sheds its skin. So when fall seasons happen, that tree life, those bushes, everything that does shed, it loses that shed. When that shed happens, these leaves that we don't think really nothing of are energy based. It's also a food source, but it's energy based. So when you have predominantly the main bulk of the energy force in the 3D, which would be the trees, which they dominate out here, and the bushes, whatever you want to call that in that field, you know what I'm saying? We just gave it these weird names to identify it. There's a whole energy shift. You have these trees shedding energy, they're releasing old energy, and then you have also the weather changing. You know what I'm saying? So it's going from cold to hot, and that's also in between the time of October and Halloween, which is where they say the portals are the thinnest at for the demonic entities to come through. You know what I'm saying? Which is why a lot of things is celebrated around this time of the year. Growing up, we always was taught that the forests was fucking dying out. They was burning them down, losing them, killing them, I don't know. Whatever they want to call it, you know what I'm saying? We know that there have been rainforests, man-made fires started to burn these down to get rid of them, blah, blah, blah. But they used to tell us if we run out of trees, we're going to lose our oxygen. So as I got older and start using my common sense, I'm like, oh, if we lose all the trees, that minimizes the energy on this planet. So it's not the oxygen, because you can go into the desert and you can still breathe. You know what I'm saying? You can go into water and fish. There's other things that live under there that still breathing. It's energy based. All of this shit is energy based. So when you have the trees and the bushes and everything shedding off that energy, then you got the seasons changing, which is creating another energy shift. It would make sense why the fall season is such a big time of the year, and why I could honestly see why the portals would be thinner around this time of the year. Now, with a little bit of some of my research, before it became such a pagan tradition, around fall time seasons and when these seasons are changing, the beings who understood what was going on knew that these portals were thinner around this time. So what they would do is they would try to create basically scarecrows to a field or a crop. You know what I'm saying? Something to kind of push the dark energies away, so that way they don't find it so easy. It's not so welcoming coming through these portals. You know what I'm saying? And then I could see how that kind of flipped around into what it got flipped around into. So, yeah, I was out here with the mini. Come here, big girl. We've been out here running, doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? peace and love. Y'all already know what time it is. But I inform her about everything that's going on too, you know what I'm saying? I'm an open book. I know a lot of people like to duck and hide and do all of these things, but this is me full time, you know what I'm saying? And this research and this learning, this spiritual war that's going on is real. And if I want to give her the best opportunity, that means I have to do the best that I can, you know what I'm saying? And I inform her everything else that's going on around out here too, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I really wanted to touch base on today, was basically just the trees holding energy, and then we have the seasons changing, which is also creating the energy shift, which means that kind of would make a little sense as in how these portals would be thinner around this time of the year, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't want to dig too deep, just drop some slight up there for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all tap it with everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.